Right.
something that you put randomly, I think.
Exactly. Now, Samuel,
Mm,
here's time for the question. Are you all ready?
Samuel.
yeah.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
What is it?
Do you remember when I asked you if you would hire me last offseason?
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
Uh, nothing, anything indifferent or relevant compared to then. I think, what was my
I could
exact
respect that.
reasoning? Let me just, what's the name? I mean,
You can look it
I
up in
don't,
our chat. You wrote it down.
I can't
I'm just
remember
curious.
what I exactly told you,
You
but
told me you were committed to the vision of the roster that you had imagined.
yeah, I think so. I mean, if I was going to have like a, how should I say, a regrettable plan, then that plan is flawed to begin with. Not that that's the reason why I don't, but it's just like I I like I still believe in it. Like I'm very
Do you stand by Fake God?
yeah.
Based. I fuck with that. You know what? Fuck it. I fuck with that. I just wanted to ask you. I'm not mad or upset or anything. I'm quite happy with where I ended up. I just know there was a point where I would have signed a contract if you gave me one before I ever even got this opportunity at FlyQuest. So, in a way, thank you very much for not.
I mean,
Taking
frankly,
me.
I'm pretty sure you get paid way more there too.
No, not that much.
Okay, maybe not, but I mean, let's see.
Like I wanted to play more than anything, so this was not a financial decision on my end. Streaming would make me a lot more.
Well, the number you wrote down here was way out of our budget.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And if it was, then that's fair enough.
And that wasn't like the deciding factor. Like, I've
No, that's
wait,
fair enough. I get it. Like, I mean, I don't even think I asked for that much, honestly. But fair enough. If it's something you guys couldn't afford whatsoever, then
it's not
that's
even
that's
just
completely
you,
reasonable.
because like, what's the name? Like, we already, what's the name? At the beginning of the year, when I was doing through this thing, it's not even just like, because for example, I talked to like Sven, and also other people, like even like I'm one of the people because JojoPin. I had a similar talk with JojoPin too, because everyone was just like exploring options. It doesn't have to do with like how realistic it was or whatever, but like
Sure, yeah.
I told him, like he at the time, of course, it's gonna either look or sound very different now, but like at the time was like the most like valuable asset for people.
Yeah,
And
sure. I agree.
And I even told him like I'm pretty fine with what I have with or am going to do with David, and that if you actually, the best course for you right now is probably go to Cloud9. I heard that you're going to GG, etc., whatever. So go to Cloud9. I heard that they're interested in you too. Just go there. And I still feel the same. Obviously, it didn't work out for him for various reasons that I'm not 100% aware of, but it's just like, I
No,
think
I understand. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I'm just curious.
if
Like,
you
do
if
you
you
not
make a
feel like
regrettable
you're...
decision, then I think that decision is flawed.
No, I mean, sure, but that's fine. That's part of being human. What I'm curious about is how do you not feel like your players were inadequate? Your
Okay,
AD was
honestly,
really good.
I think the same way. I'm actually super like, well, although is this kind of like awkward to talk about? I don't know. It's like a pretty impossible position, right? Like,
I mean,
to
you can
talk about.
ask
I don't know.
whatever.
If you don't want to
question.
talk about
The
it, you can just
extent
tell
of
me.
how
Like,
much I answer is whatever.
Okay,
it's up to you.
Like,
You don't have to answer at all if you don't want to. I'm just saying that everyone ever thinks your players are flawed and they are inadequate. That's why I'm asking,
part?
because that is the general consensus.
Which part?
The part of your players being inadequate.
No, I mean like just go player by player because you mentioned like 80 was fine.
Bay God, no one thinks he's
okay.
good at the game.
Yeah,
Insanity,
see, but the thing
everyone
is-
thinks he's like decent-ish. Like Boogie, I think is the brightest part of your roster, but yeah, basically, I think that for the most part, your solo laners especially are where people are finding your team to be lacking.
wait, I think the only like, well, Boogie. I don't even know about Boogie, man. To be completely honest, like, I really don't. Insanity, yeah, Insanity is like decent-ish. B-Boy's their best player though.
Yeah,
I
but
agree with you. I'm just like I'm just
Yeah.
curious, like from his perspective, because he says he doesn't feel like he regrets his decision. He's seventh place. Well, if I were to be seventh place, I would start thinking about every little element. And if you are here to
Right.
put your foot down and say that you're happy with the players you have and you want to go into the next split because you think this was just unlucky or whatever. I respect that completely. Don't misunderstand me. Like, if you're committed to
that's
those
not
players,
what I'm saying.
right?
Like,
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so obviously, like, you're a head coach. Like, I understand that you can't just fucking put your players on blast. That's bad too. So I'm not expecting you to do that or anything. I'm not trying to bait that out of you. I'm just genuinely curious because everyone in the community that ever has talked about Shopify
that's also
thinks your solo players are not very good.
one thing I have to say in private, but beyond that, okay, I'll say in general terms. One is there will be changes made. It's not that I'm like we're gonna run it back because I still have full faith because just results are results. Like, and a year is a
Yeah.
year.
I agree with that.
Most projects like have like a hard limit of unless you're extremely successful, like 1 year. If you're extremely successful, then it can expand to like 2 or 3 years. But usually, unless you're actually just winning every split, then usually there will be changes made within a year in esports. But even with our struggling roster, we had the luxury of getting to play for a year, and there still wasn't fruition. So there will be changes guaranteed. If you want to go lane by lane, let's see. For actually, it's not even whether I want to either like critique or talk about my players. I would have to say it in comparison to others. Okay, I'll just message you it. It's not like I'm gonna.
I'm happy with that. I just
Wait,
asked
hold
you
on,
because
hold
I
on.
wanted to ask you. I have no intention of baiting you to flame your players or anything
All
like
right,
that.
hold on.
I don't think that's
Wait, let me
appropriate.
look
for a
at
head
let me
coach.
look at all of.
I was just curious
Let me look at. Hold on. Let me look at all the laners. Right? Wait.
because I'm going to
Okay.
take the opportunity. I'm going to take the opportunity. Okay, before you
hold on,
you
Fake
give
God-
your
okay,
opinion,
Fake-
I'm going to take the opportunity to say
Okay.
Fake God is actually pretty good at meta matchups, and he was better on Renekton, Cassante, both sides than every single top laner that I scrimmed against regularly.
Whoa, what the hell?
However,
That's the.
he was an NPC after 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're sadly very well. I mean, it's not even just that. Like the mid game macro stuff was a problem as well, but I think I think it expands to our entire team, but it also Aaron specifically had like a lot of nerve issues that we tried to fix it through various ways, whether it be just time or just like what is it called, like sports psychiatrist, etc. But I think there was still a difference in. I'm not gonna like I don't know go extend and say like he was a god in scrims or anything, but I feel like he was just a better player in scrims than he did on stage because there was still a gap there in matters of especially decision making speed, because whatever decision you make, you just need to make it fast, because if you just don't commit to a play, then that's just not very good. And I think that's what lacked with him specifically. And then, did you check this message? Yeah, and you read the message part, so this is the one with the other one. And then I think the rest is fairly reasonable, I would say.
No, I mean, I appreciate your answer. And like I said, I'm sorry I put you on the spot. If you felt like you had to answer, I didn't mean to do that. I was just curious because from my perspective, you know, I would have been happy to play on Shopify and I would have just played my heart out. Obviously, I want to split. Maybe we would have gone. Maybe we would have gone in a different direction in Shopify. Who fucking knows, you know? But at the end of the day, I wanted to talk about it because obviously, for me, I was curious what you were thinking because I respect you and I just wanted to hear from your point of view where you're at with that. Because obviously, like I said, if Shopify wanted to pursue me, they would have 100% had me.
This
That's what I'm
line of
saying.
thinking, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, on the backside of my head, I mean, it was a mixture of one, I wanted to like actually try to succeed. This was like the main goal, to try to succeed with, I mean, I've said this like multiple times to my players so they know, like, because I've had previous experience with them, I wanted like them to succeed, because throughout my experience, I felt like they had, in my eyes at least, just the right mix of like attitude slash skills slash like work ethic in order to quote unquote make it. Obviously, I failed to do so. That's the part that feels bad. But also, I think like because not even just you, there were a lot of like, especially regarding like the dig players, right? Most of them when they were at McDonald's, like the summer dig roster, they were also available slash like being pitched to us as well. And I didn't want to go that route of like just picking named players just for the sake of name to have some sort of guaranteed or like semi-guaranteed, like whether it be firepower or like expected results or like some above average expectation.
Sure.
Because I thought there was you were on the way upper echelon of that list too.
Guys, I'm muting right now because I feel really bad. Like drafts on and this topic's been locked up, and I also don't have any input on it. So I'm muting really quick while they're still talking, and I just want to like apologize because I don't know. It is grand finals, and I don't know. I feel a little awkward because I can't. The topic feels awkward to me, and then I also can't add any input to this, so it just feels, it feels like it's a combo between them. Jesus Christ. Okay, what is cool is that Smolder is banned.
How
Oh, we're back?
does that work?
Well,
You're gonna buy a team or?
no, I mean, I've already gave FlyQuest the solutions for that. It's obviously up to them whether that's possible or not. But from my end, I have no problem sharing a spot with him.
Ooh.
Okay. Wait, you guys know I'm unmuted again. What?
Yeah, I don't mind. Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Your microphone does like make a buzzing sound. Maybe you want to like unplug and replug in. I'm not sure.
Again? Oh, it just started?
Yes,
Oh, it just fucking started, dude.
it's all good. But I don't know if it's possible for FlyQuest to do that. It's not up to me. It's not like obviously there's a lot going on. Like the league's getting smaller, financial shit. Obviously they'd have to
Okay.
fucking pay him a salary and shit.
Oh, Ivern.
So we'll see. Because obviously it's not just like I can't just say like taken out of my fucking salary because they need to pay for his fucking food. They need to pay for his like whatever.
Right.
You know. So it's like it's obviously a huge decision. Am I willing to pay for everything for him? No, I'll be honest with you. That's why I need FlyQuest to be on board with me. But I just want to say, like for me, I really care about the growth of NA, and like I said, like that's why Maso and Busi are so important to me because these guys are the future of the region, and I want them to know what it takes to be great, and I want them to be able to choose whether they want to be great or they want to be happy with where they are.
The
And
main reason why
Mhm.
I expected you guys to win today was because Lucy was playing really good yesterday.
Oh
When
yeah,
he
for
was
sure.
normally, not gonna lie, running it down a lot, but he was pretty on point. I think almost every single game in semis and also finals.
I'm tilting. I'm actually tilting so hard. I'm tilting so hard actually right now. My god. It's actually so I don't know. Okay, I'm muted. Okay. Ivern's picked up. I mean, right now the thing is there's so much poke on Gen G. Ivern is obviously really good against poke, and then Jin and Azir, I mean, they're scaling champions, right? But right now it does just feel a little bit weird. Now Jin